Well, they're going on all over the country. We've seen sporadic indications of this. This is San Francisco, a Donald Trump protest. They're obviously not very happy Donald Trump won the presidential election, but he did. We've seen this pop up across the country, including last night, where many gathered in Central Park across from one of Donald Trump's businesses and homes, all airing their grievance. And Josh Earnest of the White House today saying that is their right.
Are there some people who are going to be disappointed? And are they going to express those views in public? I think we've seen that that's the case. They have constitutional rights to do that, and those rights should be protected. But the president would obviously want them to hear his message as well.
All right. Now, I assume that the Josh Earnest would be saying the exact same thing had the election gone to Hillary Clinton and it were Trump protesters out there. I'm exactly sure it would have been the same. Anyway, Dagan McDowell, Joe Concha, Jessica Tarlov. Joseph, what do you think?
Neil, that we should all close our eyes on the universe that you just mentioned. Let's say that Hillary Clinton did win the general election on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday, his protesters took to the streets in cities across the country with signs that included the assassination of the president-elect. And on a cable news network near you last night, this was said by a protester: there will be casualties on both sides. She said this in front of 1 million people. There will be, because people have to die to make a change in this world. Now, that's very interesting, because I'm pretty sure that before the election, when everybody thought that Hillary Clinton was going to win, that we had this sort of magazine cover that shows after the election Trump supporters in the streets with AR-15s and your basic pitchforks and torches threatening to burn down the joint. And I would be wondering if they would be afforded the same courtesy here that these protesters are. And I'm just wondering why the media isn't en masse condemning this, and also our leaders are saying you could protest, that's fine, but the whole killing each other thing, that's not acceptable.
Jessica, on that, he does have a point. I mean, I don't know if it would be greeted the same way if things were flipped around.
Well, I mean, I think that Josh Earnest is right, obviously, to mention the First Amendment here, but, I really hate that Joe always has such good props. I mean, I have to say, when I saw a video of 2 Hillary supporters or Democrats beating up a Trump protester, it really hurt me. And I love Hillary more than I think a lot of people do. So while I think the protesting is obviously legally protected, and as long as it stays peaceful, I'm fine with that. I don't want to see any violence. I don't want to see disruption or too much disruption. Obviously, there is going to be some disruption. I would like to remind us all, though, that at many Trump rallies, I think majority, we heard things like lock her up. There were chances of execute her. I mean, there has been rhetoric on both sides that I think should disturb all of us.
Jessica, were those the ones where there were Democratic operatives goosing them,
well, we can't listen. I think that, yes, obviously, I saw the tapes as well, the Project Veritas tapes, but I think that we can safely say that there are 1 or 2 Trump supporters who definitely thought execute her, jail her, lock her up was relevant.
This is what's happening in reality right now.
And I don't approve of it
so
being violent.
When I'm looking at this, I don't care on the right or the left, and people do have the right to free speech, even though, sometimes I think they should watch that speech. But having said that, we're going to see more of this. I'm hearing about plans of big union protests and the like, more, at colleges and universities, which is where you would expect to find this and all. But should they really direct their focus on either the woman who lost the race and how it is they lost a sure thing, or what?
Right. Neil, the coverage of the Trump supporters from day one has been completely lopsided. Let me write the headline for you if those people were Trump supporters and Hillary Clinton had won. Racist, sexist, angry Trump mob, rioting, mass destruction. Trump supporters can't live with a woman being president. And that's actually the kind of rather than looking at the flawed candidate that they got behind and why she didn't get elected, all of the Hillary Clinton supporters across social media are making it about themselves, and it's I, me, my. You voted for Trump. You're hurting my family. You're destroying my children's future. And you know what? They're doomed to make the same mistake unless they take a look inward and take a look at the candidate that they got behind. And just quickly, Jennifer Lawrence, the actress, wrote on Vice.com just today. This is one line from what she wrote. The only people that feel safe, that their rights are recognized and respected, are white men. Well, white women got behind Donald Trump 10 percentage points than Hillary Clinton, and so did college-educated whites. So, again, living in a foxhole they are.
All right, guys, thank you very, very much. We have some